Have you ever looked at a tomato and thought, this looks a bit suspicious? Well, you wouldn't be the first. For centuries, Europeans were absolutely terrified of this juicy red fruit. They called it the poison apple. So, how did the humble tomato, a staple in everything from pizza to salads today, get such a terrifying reputation? Let's bite into this juicy piece of history. Tomatoes first made their way to Europe from the Americas in the 1500s, brought back by Spanish conquistadors. But instead of ending up on dinner plates, they were mostly grown as ornamental plants in botanical gardens. Why? Because they looked a whole lot like a plant, Europeans were already very familiar with and very afraid of the deadly nightshade. Both tomatoes and deadly nightshade belong to the same plant family, so this family resemblance was a major red flag for Europeans. They saw the similar leaves and flowers and immediately thought, nope, not eating that. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. The poison apple myth wasn't just about mistaken identity. It was also a classic case of the rich getting it wrong. Wealthy Europeans in the 1700s and 1800s ate off fancy pewter plates. These plates had a high lead content. Tomatoes, being highly acidic, would leach the lead right out of the pewter. So, when these aristocrats ate their tomatoes, they were actually getting a dose of lead poisoning. They'd get sick, or even worse, and everyone blamed the innocent tomato. Meanwhile, the common folk who ate off wooden plates or just with their hands were munching on tomatoes without any problems at all. It took a long time to connect the dots and realize the plates were the real culprits, not the fruit. But the fear was real. For over 200 years, most of Europe avoided tomatoes like the plague. It was considered peasant food in places like Italy and Spain, where it was eaten. But in Northern Europe and North America, the fear lingered. So how did we go from poison apple to pasta sauce? It took some brave foodies and a bit of clever marketing. One legendary story, though it might be a tall tale, tells of a man named Colonel Robert Gibbon Johnson. In 1820, on the steps of a courthouse in Salem, New Jersey, he supposedly ate a whole basket of tomatoes in front of a horrified crowd of 2,000 people. They expected him to drop dead on the spot. When he didn't, people started to wonder if maybe, just maybe, they had it all wrong. The invention of pizza in Naples, Italy, in the late 1800s also did wonders for the tomato's reputation. When Italian immigrants brought their delicious pizza recipes to America, the tomato's popularity exploded. People couldn't get enough of that tangy red sauce. By the end of the 19th century, scientists had also officially classified the tomato and debunked the old myths. They confirmed it was perfectly safe to eat and packed with nutrients. So, the next time you slice a tomato for your sandwich or enjoy a bowl of spaghetti, take a moment to appreciate its incredible journey. From a feared poison apple associated with witchcraft and death to a beloved ingredient in cuisines all over the world. It's a story of mistaken identity, bad science, and the power of a really good meal to change people's minds. What a comeback story, right? Thanks for watching. If you found this slice of history delicious, do you and forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing stories behind the food we eat every day. See you in the next one.